everybody, I'm Jelani.
And I'm Brooks.
And together we are Gold Figure Reviews. And for today, we have the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Darkseid Deluxe figure.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, that's a big one. And he's a big one. And this is pretty cool, actually. McFarlane seems to keep making DC stuff. And it just keeps being awesome for me. I love DC stuff. I love this Darkseid. And looking at the packaging, it's not bad. Nice window in the front. Never collector friendly. On the side, it's Darkseid. On the bottom, it's like McFarlane Toys. On the back, it is a nice rendering of Darkseid. That is pretty cool. It's lovely DC classic. On this side, it's just his Darkseid. On the top, there's not much. DC Multiverse spot varnish there. On the bottom, just some legalese fun. And of course, that barcode. Yep. And we got this from a local comic book shop. We are going to tear this bad boy open and see what's going on. Alright, and here we have the accessories for Darkseid. And he's gotten just a little bit. Not too bad. He's got this stand, which is standard. Which, you know, everything should come with. And the card itself, which has that lovely artwork on it again. And it says Darkseid, DC Classic. And you flip it over, it says words. Normally we'd read these, but you can pause them and read that. But yeah, gives you a data file. And he comes with a pointing hand. You know, for pointing. You.
Yeah. He does like to point.
Yeah, he does. He is a pointer. And then also a fisty hand. You know, for fisting.
He likes to punch things too.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially
Superman.
Stupid face.
Yeah, all the freaking time. And then his normal head, which looks pretty good. I like the detail in it.
Yeah, I wish they'd made it a little more Kirby-esque.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it fits.
It's not too bad. It's plain on the back, but yeah, I still like how angry he looks. Because Darkseid is.
He's not so much angry as he's just like disappointed.
Yeah, he's disappointed.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. He's a disappointed dad. Yeah, so not many accessories, but not too bad. I mean, I like everything.
I wish they'd have thrown in some like Omega beams. Effects. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the figure, but you know.
And the figure itself is pretty good. I like the that they give you the Omega beam kind of eye effect, like, you know, not an actual beam, but like, you know, like he's charging it kind of.
Like he's ready to go.
Yeah. And it comes with a cape, which is not something I'm usually associate with Darkseid, but apparently he did wear a cape. And
it's classic Darkseid.
Yeah.
He's got the wild bendy wire cape though.
Yeah, the cape is nice. It's got the bendy wire, of course, so you can have it doing all kinds of epic stuff that you want to do with it. And this is a closer look at his head with the Omega beam light ups. It would have been cool if they'd had like kind of a light up effect for him.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that. Like the line zigzag out of his eyes.
Yeah. But thanks to the clasp of his cloak or cape has the D, so he doesn't forget his name, of course.
That's right.
Midsection is pretty, you know, meh, but you know he's a big guy, so he's not gonna have as much articulation, especially in the middle. Arms, yeah, not bad. Like he can, you know, he is a big clunky guy, so he's not gonna be able to do like as much stuff as you would from like a smaller figure, and like the elbows are single jointed too.
Yeah, you could do double jointed with this though.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know the scale of the figure kind of.
Yeah,
like if it was like, yeah, maybe. But legs are, you know, he's clunky as well, so he's not going to be doing much Jean-Claude. And he can get a pretty wide stance though, which isn't bad for a figure this size. You're going to need him to be able to spread a little bit. He does have double jointed knees, which is nice. So he can, like, you'd want him to be able to like lift his leg up, and so he'd be like stepping on Superman or something, you know. But it's even the diaper doesn't help much with his leg articulation here.
Mm-mm.
This is the first figure
Very
I've
stiff.
seen that's kind of like not been able to be like to overcome that. But the ankle pivot's pretty standard as well, and he has the toe. He has a toe joint too.
Yeah, I like that.
Kinda-
Absolute
ooh,
toe
and that-
articulation is very nice. The fact that it's there
Yeah,
is an option.
it's nice.
But he's not going to crouch or anything, so why would he really need it?
Yeah.
But it's okay. The fact you get it is pretty cool.
Yeah. So overall, like, I think he's pretty nice. He seems a lot clunkier even than most other McFarlane figures. That's kind of to be expected of a big boy like that.
All right, and here we have some Darkseids from the Superpowers wave from Kenner.
Baby Darkseid.
Yeah, they're teeny tiny Darkseids. You should be holding their hands and such. But it is what it is. Check out New Gods by Jack Kirby once you get a chance.
All Jack Kirby's fourth world stuff, the Forever People,
Yeah.
the New Gods, like it's great. Like I think the Forever People's my favorite.
Mhm.
New Gods was actually really good too.
Yeah, check
That's
it
where
out.
you really learn more about Darkseid and like the old and the new gods and Apocalypse and all that.
Yeah, this guy is pretty. I mean, like, he's pretty much a staple in the DC
Yeah,
universe.
it's like originally like the fourth world stuff was kind of separate from the DC universe, but like as time has progressed, they kind of integrated it into like the greater DC mythology because you need Darkseid as like a kind of a foil for Superman. In a lot of
Yeah.
ways. He's like the worst of everything, where Superman's the best.
Yeah, but that's why he's got the D
Yes.
and the cape, apparently.
For these nuts in your face, Superman.
But yeah, looking at the Superpowers one, this is the one that Rockin' Robbie Live gave us.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, this is his vintage. It even comes
you
with the
don't
cage,
say.
So yeah, and then mine is over here. This is the regular one.
And those
without
are
the
cool,
cape.
because they have you can shine a light up through the top and make his eyes light up.
Yep. Just to show that
As
off.
you can see, there's a little window on top of it.
Yeah, you can see the window. Lights up. Pretty cool. Does the same. They're
Darkseid is.
Pretty cool. I like these figures. And I think McFarlane has nailed it, like, from the original Superpowers figure. Just to give us a modernized, updated, upscaled version of it. I'm pretty surprised that they did this.
And we have yet more Darkseids. We have the DC Universe one, which was pre-McFarlane. Like I never kept up with the DC stuff, so I'm not as sure
Yeah,
what
this is from
he
Mattel.
came from exactly.
Yeah, this is Mattel before they lost the licensing to McFarlane. And it's got a regular arm, but it also has that glove. I don't know what that glove does.
Yeah, me neither. Like I'm sure it's a thing.
I'm sure it's a forever glove.
But like he does have a very. I like the look of him. He's very classic looking.
Yeah, no cape though.
Yeah, no cape. Which Darkseid, like at least in the Kirby stuff, didn't really wear a cape.
Right.
I think they added that on later. But we also have the new Superpowers Darkseid, which seems to be more like the modern Darkseid.
Yeah, it's like the new 52
Darkseid.
Darkseid.
Like the post New 52 Darkseid.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but like I don't know, man. The classic Kirby design is just like, don't try to fix what ain't broke. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. All right, and here we have Darkseid with some other dastardly villains. We've got the deluxe Anti-Monitor on this side, and we have the Build-A-Figure Starro.
The ultimate villain.
That's right. The villain that pretty much brought the Justice League together, the Silver Age Justice League together.
He was the first great villain. Only he was defeated by that idiot Snapper Car.
The Snapper Car and his lime.
Hipster doofus.
That's right. Why don't we have a Snapper Car figure?
I don't know, man. You'd think he's like the greatest hero of the DC universe.
I mean,
he saved the world from Starro.
He did. All he needs is like a bag of lime, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, and of course Anti-Monitor, who like pretty much destroyed multiverses and forced the Earth to be one Earth from multiple Earths, or something in the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I don't know much about the Anti-Monitor, but
Yeah,
I know he's like supposed to be like a big bad.
He's a really big bad, and I mean, in a fight, I don't know who would win, to be honest.
Darkseid, bro.
Yeah, because Darkseid is gonna kick your ass.
And here we have him next to one of Marvel's big bads, Thanos, the Mad Titan. And the Marvel Select one, which is the one that comes with the Death figure, is the one that I actually have. It's the only Marvel Select I own, and he's pretty nice. Like
he's a good size.
Yeah, he's got good sculpt. He comes with an alternate hand. One hand has the Infinity Gauntlet, and he comes, of course, with Death as well, which is nice.
Oh yeah.
And the other one it was a Legends exclusive, right?
Yeah, that's a Marvel Legends exclusive from Walmart. This was I guess it's a while back actually. He has the snapping finger with the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, he's one of my favorite. Actually, other than being one of my favorite villains, he's one of my favorite Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
He's very nice, very very comic accurate for that one too.
Yeah, like I like the bright gold and dark blues on him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, but who do you think would win in a fight?
Darkseid.
Yeah, I think so too.
It'd be Darkseid.
But it's tough to say.
But with or without Infinity Gauntlet, would you say?
Yeah, well, it depends on like what universe they're fighting in, and there's like a lot of factors to put in there.
There are a lot of factors.
I think like just head on, like if it was just like neutral ground, probably Darkseid.
It'd be Darkseid.
Yeah,
I'd totally do that. You tell us in the comments who you think would win, but definitely would. Of course, this is the McFarlane Superman. This is from Action Comics 1000. This is the first Superman he made. I still like this Superman. Not a big fan of his face, but I still like that S on his chest. It's very shiny. I like all that stuff. I mean, of course, he needs a bendy wire cape. That's necessary. They all do. And then on this side, we've got one of the banes of my existence. This is the Platinum Wonder Woman. He said he'd never make a Wonder Woman figure, and like accurate to what we want. And then he finally did. And it made it super hard to get.
Yeah, it's like, oh, gee, I wonder why those female figures aren't selling so well, Todd.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that, Todd. And once again, we've got the Hush Batman, the Jim Lee version of that figure. I like this one too. Needs a bendy wire cape. But looking at Darkseid, I mean, he scales well with them.
Yeah.
I like the fact that we are getting, a Darkseid that would match up with the Superman at the tree.
Yeah, and the scaling on Darkseid actually doesn't, it's not as bad because, he's supposed to be such a big towering guy anyway. So he would actually fit with, your typical, Legends and stuff. He wouldn't feel like he was too, out of scale with them. Because, he's supposed to be a massive dude.
Right. And then, it really works out.
He also works with, the other McFarlanes as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, you could put him in pretty much anything, except for the superpowers, of course. They're super tiny, but yeah,
he's not Apocalypse. He can't just grow to huge size.
Exactly.
All in all, I like him, but I don't love him. I think I'm glad McFarlane made Darkseid, and because it opened the potential, perhaps he might do other New Gods characters down the line. But he's not the version of Darkseid that I would prefer. To be honest, he's close, but he's not exactly like the Kirby style. And he has a few issues, like his limbs had a tendency to kind of pop off out of the box. But they pop right back in. It's not like it's
not terrible. Yeah, but it's still a problem. If you want him in static poses, he's fine. But if you move him around, something's gonna pop off.
Yeah, it's I think McFarlane could have gotten him to be a little more posable if he tried, but Darkseid isn't really a figure that's meant that you think about in crazy poses anyhow. But it would be nice to be able to do it just because.
I mean, at least he can mush Superman's face.
Yeah, he can do the basics, but he can't do cartwheels or Jean-Claude Van Damme splits or anything like that.
Right.
So we get figure points here, and this guy, I give him a 3.5. He's above average, but he has a few shortcomings, and I think he's a little scant on the extras as well.
Yeah, he needs Omega Beams. He needs a lot of stuff going on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many figure points would you give him?
Well, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna do 3 and Knuckle. I mean, it's 3.5 because he is great. Don't get me wrong. He's not a terrible figure. But yeah, he's got some issues. I like the bendy wire cape. I like the alternate head. I like the fact you get kind of sort of the Omega Beam eyes, like he's charging up.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And yeah, like I said, he can mush Superman's face pretty good. So that's, I mean, I'd probably use him more for that.
Yeah.
And he's got his moments. He's not too bad.
Yeah. Like I said, I like him. I just don't. I think I could see some improvements on him. But there's always a potential down the line for different versions as well. And I'm sure McFarlane will eventually come back around to Darkseid. Maybe he'll do a whole like New Gods, Fourth World set or something.
Yeah.
Let's
not do sets because it's gonna cost a fortune. You can do 2-packs or something. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, so guys, tell us what you think in the comments. How many figure points would you give it? We were nominated. We like to mention it a lot because we want you to vote for this comic book community awards, the CBC awards. If you could go to cbcawards.org and give us a vote for best statue or tour review.
Voting is fun.
Yeah, it gives you the democracy wins and stuff. Yeah. Look, like, share, and subscriber stuff.
Do all the stuff.
Yeah.
And but most importantly, get out there and
go figure.